I have no idea what is going on here. I have no idea what is going on here. Hello everybody and welcome back to the show and welcome to Pigtown. Apparently. Yeah guys, don't you think this baby has gotten a little bit out of hand? Just a little? No? Okay, whatever. My bees went up in an explosion. I thought it would be cool to mutate bees with the power of nuclear power, and apparently that was not such a good idea after all, because everything is gone. I have no idea how this explosion happened. Everything was working just fine. I stepped away and I came back to this. And most of what I had obtained is gone. And I do not have the motivation to redo it all. Somehow Mr. Pig survived. I mean, good for you, but technically you were responsible to make sure something like this didn't happen. Don't turn away from me. You need to take responsibility for... You stop running away. You need to... Where? This is what happens when you hire non-union. I have added the travel ability to my dark pick, and if you shift right click with this, you teleport a little ways away from you, and that's pretty cool because you can do things like this. Woo! But with the glider, I can also kind of go up in the air, and then I can glide, and then I can kind of repeat it, and I can keep giving myself elevation. And then I can glide for wherever I need to go. So I don't have to build a super tall structure to do that. This ability to teleport is a little different. You used to be able to spam it and you would just constantly teleport. And they've changed that. So you can see there's a little bit of delay. I'm constantly clicking, but there's a slight delay. And then the bad part is you hold down the shift or the sneak button when you do this. And that same button is what makes your glider kind of turn off and you go straight to the ground. So even though I'm gliding forward and then I do this, I have to be really quick on it, because if I hold the sneak key down too long, then I fall down to the ground. But otherwise, this makes for a great way to get around. Okay, I didn't really do any prep work for this. I think I'm still sort of reeling from the loss of all my bee work And maybe I just need to change a pace, something different. So I recognize the fact that I probably shouldn't go in there with all of my good stuff. So I guess let me leave behind this and this and this and this and that and that and that. Oh, what have I got in these packs? I think I can leave behind most of these. And I guess I will be taking these two with me. Let's get out some extra food just in case. So, Joe, if you're watching, I have my dark armor, which has been upgraded to have the maximum amount of power, which also gives me 95% damage absorption. And the only thing that's added on to them is, as far as enchantments go, is unbreaking. I used to have protection, at least on some of them, but the cost to get that seemed to be too high. My Ender Sword with sharpness 5, which will help damage. You can see it does plus 12.25 attack damage and then another plus 2 when it has power. I have a bow, and the bow has got power 5 on it. And I'm going to take these. I have the big golden apples, so the ones that require diamond blocks to make, or not, gold blocks to make. And so let's see what happens. Now, this mod pack has hardcore Ender expansion, so those of you that have never played with hardcore Ender expansion, it does make the dragon fight more difficult, so it's something to keep in mind. It's not as simple as the vanilla dragon. And there he is, or she is. Oh crap, I already got an Angerman mad at me. Oh. Yes, he does shoot fireballs. Holy moly. I might already die here. Where's my apple? Holy moly. Haven't even started and I'm already gonna die. He blew up his own regeneration thing. That's actually kind of funny. I am not off to a good start, am I? Yikes. Yikes. Oh, I keep looking at the Enderman. This armor is not as protective as I would have liked it to be. Holy moly. Okay, I'm definitely having a hard time here. Woo! Dang, Enderman. Oh, that's bad. I legitimately thought 4 apples would be enough to do this, and apparently I was wrong. Apparently I was very, very wrong. In my other series, I fought the dragon with the blood armor from the Blood Magic mod, or the whatever that's called, and that was a piece of cake compared to this. I feel like I should have brought a pumpkin to wear on my head. Great, just great. Sadly, I suppose I could cheat. Oh. Oh, what? How did I hit the wrong button? How did I do that? Oh. Well, there you go. I died. So yeah, the hardcore Ender expansion dragon, much more difficult. And of course, all of my good gear is lost in the end. All of these explosions lately, it's just too much. I can't handle it. I give up. It's almost as if there's something that's out to get me. Martian Mafia. Hello everybody and welcome to the end of my Infitech 2 series. That's right, I am ending the series. I will apologize now for the really bad ending I made. Do you know how hard it is to get creepers to act on cue? It is really difficult. But yeah, I am ending this series. I was sort of getting close to ending it anyway. Mr. Pig is still alive. Good for you. But honestly, when this explosion with the bees happened, which was not planned, it was something that just happened randomly, that pretty much did it for me. I might have become a little bit unhinged when that happened, because I'd put a lot of effort and resources and work into that, and then for it to just all of a sudden be gone really upset me. It really bugged me a lot, and so I decided, I think that I'm just going to go ahead and end this series. So I've enjoyed playing with this series. I've enjoyed this mod pack. It is definitely different and unique. It is GregTech, which has its own amounts of difficulty and complexity and a little bit of grinding that has to be done, which I don't think is horrible. A lot of people don't like it. I understand why, but I really don't think it's all that bad. I've seen some mod packs that have been coming out lately that have done things to make Minecraft more difficult, or make it harder, or make more progression in the technology and the tech trees and all that, which I think is kind of funny, because GregTech has kind of been that way from the very beginning, and it's one of the things that people seem to dislike about it, and yet now there are other mod packs and mods that are trying to do just that. So a little bit humorous, but yeah, this is definitely a very good mod pack, and it seems to get updated very frequently. Jason McRay works on it. He plays the mod pack as well, and I think that helps. So he finds bugs, he finds problems, he fixes things, he decides that something is too easy or too hard, and he'll change things. So it's a very actively growing and dynamic mod pack, and I think that is really nice. But I have just decided that I want to do something else. I have a couple of ideas for new series that I want to do, and so I am going to say adios to this one. If you are interested in the Infitech 2 mod pack, in addition to visiting the forum page, I will put a link to that down below. I also recommend Jason's video series. I will put a link to his YouTube channel down below. And Joe Vengence is another person who does a series on Infitech 2. He does a lot of videos, and they both get more into the Thaumcraft and some of the other stuff, so they're both good to watch. So I'll put a link to Joe's YouTube channel in my description box below, so that if you're interested in Infitech 2, please go watch them. They've got some really good stuff. And I hope that you will come back for my new series that I will have coming up. I don't want to give away too much on them yet, partially because I don't really know what I'm going to be doing. So I'm still kind of figuring that out. But thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. I'm glad. I hope that you had fun. I hope that it was enjoyable. I hope my stuff wasn't too terribly cheesy at points. But I try to have a little bit of... Sorry, pig. Try to have a little bit of fun and kind of enjoy myself at the same time, because I kind of think you have to do that in this game. But anyway, yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode. That's going to do it for this series. As always, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.